What's going on, guys? This is your boy DAC here, and I'm back with another video. I'm doing a retake of this video. So many voiceovers. If I sound irritated, it's because I am, dude. The first time, I didn't really like the audio, and the original one I posted, it was like shitty, and I didn't really like it. And that's why I'm redoing it, and I'm doing it with this one. Now, I've done this video so many times, got it near perfect and whatnot, and I came to the conclusion it's just the fucking my mic quality, and so there's that, and I just didn't like how the first one how I explained everything, so we're trying to dive into this one as quickly, as better and fluently as I can, and it sounds like I'm nervous in the other one, and it's not really like I'm nervous. I'm just starting to come to the conclusion it's the mic quality, and I'm not a fan of it myself. So we can just do see if I
So
can do
background to
anything
the
better with
story.
this one.
I went to 3 middle schools because I moved around a couple times. In the first middle school, I met my friend Matthew and Jesus, and around the same time, I met my friend Nick. The second middle school, miscellaneous, does nothing to do with the story. The third one, I met this girl who I got her phone number to, and I just thought something was gonna go down. And during the eighth grade year, going into freshman year, during that summertime, one day I got bored and hopped on my PlayStation. Now, hopping on my PlayStation, I was waiting for my friend group to get online. I started a party chat and everything, so I'm just waiting for them. And then I go check the friends list. Now, when I go check the friends list, I just check who's online. I skim through it real quick. I go and check, and I go see who's on. I happen to see my boy Matthew from sixth grade already on. I didn't really play with him back then, and I just hit him up, and I'll go like, "Hey, let me see who's on." So I hit him up. I go, "Hey, hey, what's up? How are you? We catch back up. So on and so forth." And I eventually tell him like, "Hey, I got this girl's number. Whatever." And then eventually I came up with the idea. I was like, "Hey, you know what would be funny if we can tell Jesus to go call his girl and whatnot." And I remember Matthew saying, "No, that's not a good idea. Let's at least think it through and plan it out." So we talk about it, we plan it out, we eventually come to the conclusion, like, "Hey, we should just call Jesus up. I'll call Jesus up because he doesn't know I have his phone number. I'm gonna just get it from you. I'll call Jesus up and be like, hey, we have a plan. Call me back. And Jesus will call the number." That does not happen, right? How we plan. No, it does not. It's far from it. And you know, we do hit him up. We hit him up and we basically tell him like, "Hey, you want to play Call of Duty Zombies later tonight?" It's three of us, like it was in sixth grade. He's like, "All right, cool." So we go and hit him up. Now, when he finally gets on, we invite him to the party, and I just wait until there's a moment to where I can call him. So I wait till we're in the main menu, and anything about zombie, you usually got that little main menu. I wait till we're in the main menu. We're in the main menu of the game, and I just go and mute my mic, and I call him up. Now, Matthew's perspective, I want to say he was just doing something else, and he was just waiting for me to make the phone call. I straight up go and make the phone call, and I go, "Hey, Jesus, hey man, we got that plan. Come call me, bro. We could talk about that plan. Could we make that plan? I won't actually more in detail in the other times I recorded this, but I'm just at this point irritated that the fucking audio and everything wasn't going well and whatnot. So, but basically what happened was I call Jesus up and I go, "Hey, Jesus, we got that plan. It's just been one of those things. Like I was just trying to come up with any type of excuse and get him to call the number. So I was just going, 'Hey, Jesus, call me back. Blah blah blah. Here's my phone number.'" And eventually he just goes like, "Bro, like who is this? Like I don't know who you are. I'm not gonna call the number." I call him like multiple times, dude. I call him like a bunch of times, and he's just like, "Bro, like I don't know who this is. I don't want to call him. What if it was like a strip club and whatnot?" And Matthew on the mic and I both tell him like, "Hey, like now just call the number, see what happens. Call the number, see what happens. And he's like, bro, I don't want to call it. I don't want to call it. Like, bro, like, and he was just giving us bullshit why he wouldn't call the number. So eventually, my friend Nick gets on. Mick gets on, and
To call the number
he
and see what
just
happens.
goes,
He didn't want to do it,
does
so
his thing.
we just
like,
kept
his
on
normal,
telling him, like, call the number, see what happens, see what happens. You know, he wouldn't want to do it, and I kept on calling him on my phone privately, and he just was, like, not having it. And eventually my friend Nick gets on, and I meet Jesus on the PlayStation. I tell him, like, hey, like, we're fucking with him. We're trying to have him call his number, you know. Nick goes, all right, I won't tell him. So all that's going well. Eventually, Jesus cracks, and he goes, all right. He tells me on the phone, all right, I'll call the number. And my mic is muted, and I set my mic on top of my TV, and he just goes, hey, he wants me to really call his number. I don't want to call it. My boy Nick goes, all right, I'll call the number. And Nick goes and calls the number, and he goes, hey, do you know Dimitri? Do you know Dimitri? I hear all this on the mic, and when I'm by my bed, but I hear my mic going off, and I hear everything like I hear Nick and everything saying he's gonna call it and everything, and I just hear him saying, like, hey, you wanna call Dimitri? Hey, do you know Dimitri? Do you know Dimitri? You know, I hear the girl answer the phone and everything too, so I go rush to my mic, try to unmute it real quick, and she goes, yeah, why? And he goes, because he's over here giving your number out on PlayStation, and I don't know if you want to kick his ass, if next time you hang out with him or whatnot. And I was just like, bro, what the fuck? Why did you tell him that? And I just go mad off on the PlayStation mic. She didn't hear that. I think he hung up right after that. It was just stupid, but I was just going off. I was like, bro, Matthew, why the fuck did you, it wasn't even Matthew's fault. And he was just innocent bystander. It was Nick that did it, but I was just going off. I was like, bro, why did you do anything? Blah, blah, blah. Fucking giving him bullshit and whatnot. I was like, bro, like, you could have said anything else. Why'd you say my name? Blah, blah, blah. And Nick's excuse was like, oh, I thought it was somebody who didn't know you. And I was just going off, and I was just overthinking. I was like, bro, like, wow, like, I can't believe that just happened. Anything I had over is out the window now, and I was just overthinking it. I was just mad, and oh my god, dude, I was just going off. I eventually heard my mom knock on the wall, and when she knocked on the wall, she's like, shut the fuck up. And I knocked back like this. Like, sorry, my bad for being too loud, because she was already asleep, and I was just going off. I was just like, bro, like, what the fuck should I do? And more of the story is, 1, my friends ain't shit. 2, don't give out girls your number. 3, that moment was funny. Looking back at it, it really didn't matter and whatnot. But at the end of the day, nothing really happened and whatnot. And the reason everything sounds like it's rushed, because at this point, I recorded this story like multiple times. I'm tired of telling it, and I'm just getting irritated because, like, I lost the audio. It was a lot of stressful things making into this video, and I just sound irritated because I'm a little bit amped by this video. Anyways, if you guys like the content, like and subscribe. Leave a comment, let me know what you guys would have done different, or if you would have done the situation at all. This is DAC out.